Hello YouTube, this is Frank, and this is April 29th, 2025, and this is my 94th video and my 15th Libre Computer video, 8 out of 8, and I am talking about the Libre Computer Tritium running a N2P server with a GPS receiver. And this is the last of my series, setting up a time server. I'll show you digraphs. I'll try to do a quick overview and then a step-by-step setting up a time server. And I'll move my board down and I'll show you what I got. Let's see. All right. I have no financial, employment, personal, or family relationship with any brand or product. I purchase products that appear in my videos with my money. I'm retired. I just butter around. AI was not used in this video. There are no AI-generated images or text in my videos. Let's see, videos in this series. The last one, I was going to show you my digraphs and maybe a short overview and then a detailed steps of how I set up my time server. Let's see. I've got a network of 7, well, more than that, GPS receivers. I've got digraphs running in a browser, and it's been running for about 5 months, and there are about 4.3 million lines in that file, and there are 7 data columns, and there's about 30 million observations. And let me show you, this is what I'm talking about. So I started my project right here in November of 2024, and it has been running now. This is kind of near the end of April, and that's where it kind of cuts off. But that's the 30 million observations right there that I'm talking. And this is digraphs that we're looking at. And I wanted to show you my digraphs. Let's see, you just create a HTML, load the JavaScript, and then whenever you close your browser, everything is closed. There's no installation is required. And I'll be setting up a N2P secure server. I have just little experience with chrony. Hurricane Helene. The reason why I started this project, Hurricane Helene, in September of 2024 came through Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina, south of North Carolina, and it crashed a web server or a time server that I had built, and I was replacing my time server. And now that I'm retired, I have time to putter around with these projects, and so I built 8 test time servers, and I'll show you. Let me just show you what I got right here. Yeah, here's the, I've got 3, can you see that? 3? I got 3 time servers using the shared memory model, and I've got, over here I've got 3, using the native string from those GPS receivers, and I did add a pulse per second here at the end of March, and I wanted to kind of show you that. Let me get over here, get back to my notes here. Yeah, I added a pulse per second time server in March, and then I added another one. I was using Libre Computer, Adafruit GPS, and then I added a Libre Computer Sweet Potato using another GPS. Let's see, I found some of those. I found some of my old Raspberry Pis from the original time server that I built. I'm not really, I'm just going to, well, this is really not really a pulse per second video, but I'll show you a little bit of what I got though. I did add an Adafruit GPS, and I did add a VFan GPS a pulse per second in April. Let me see here now, what have I got? Let me just show you that Adafruit. What I'm talking about is the Adafruit GPS breakout thing. Is it? Dang, I was hoping it would focus in here. Anyway, there's the breakout module, and there's the headers that you have to kind of solder on. And now, when I look at a pulse per second module, I look to make sure that I can see that I can read that there's a pulse per second pin output there. So that's what I got. I was hoping it would kind of focus. Well, can you? It's still not going to focus, but that's what it is. Adafruit. There it goes. There it is. All right. And so what? Let me just. While I'm here thinking about that, there's a Libre Computer. If you go into their forum, that topic there, the pulse per second GPIO for the Libre Potato. If you kind of go down to, they kind of worked on it. If you go down to about message 22 down here, this guy right here, he's the guy that figured out how to do pulse per second on the Libre Potato. And he's got a how-to right here. If you were interested in doing that yourself on the Libre Computer things, he's got a how-to. But anyway, I wanted to bring that to your attention. I did not have anything to do with this. That was that user in the Libre Computer forum that figured out how to do that. Get back to my notes. Let's see. Yeah. Let me just show you. See, while I'm showing you these pulse per second thing. That was the Libre Computer. The Adafruit. Now I have been using these mouse GPS receivers from VFan. Now they have another option. They have I'm going to put this down. They have an option where they have a module similar to Adafruit, and if you open up here's the kind of what it is here. Can you see that? Not really. Anyway, it comes with your wires, and it has a pulse per second pin right there. So all you got to do is plug in your wires to the socket right there, and these fit onto your the header of your single board computer. And I've got it written on a sweet potato, and you just put your connectors onto the pins, the header pins right there. So I'm not using any of the USB ports right here. It's all going through the through these header pins. Let's put this back. Let me see here. Yeah, I got the Adafruit. Just Google for Adafruit GPS Ultimate Hat, and for the VFan GPS module. Yeah, and I do try to purchase from Adafruit when I can to support those projects and tutorials they have over there. Now, when I buy a PPS, I look on the module before I purchase it to make sure it has PPS output. Now, some of them have a PPS indicator, that pulse per second indicator, but they do not have a pulse per second output. Let me just, the Adafruit, it was $30. The VFan, it was $20. Adafruit uses MediaTek, and the VFan uses U-Blocks. With the Adafruit, you get that package there, and you have to solder on the headers. It does not come with any wires, so there's assembly required with the Adafruit. Now with the VFan, there's no soldering. Wires are included. All you got to do is hook your wires up to your module and your sweet potato or leaf potato, and you're good. Now let me just, I don't have any applications where I require a pulse per second GPS. The only reason I've got these is just to check my GPS receivers, those mouse receivers. Yeah, I'm just not interested in the that real nanosecond accuracy on the thing, on your timestamps. There is a web page. Now, I've only just started using chrony. Let me get over here and show you a chrony. Here it is right here. They do have your, chrony has a page for get through setting up your things right here. Yeah, see, I'm really not interested in that software time stamping. If it's within 5 or 10 milliseconds, that's fine with me. Well, less than 50 milliseconds is fine with me. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Now, chrony, in my opinion, they do have some good information on their website. They have examples on how to set up their software. Let me see now, where am I at? I need to see if I can, I need to hurry up. Yeah, let me just show you my, I'm talking about my personal land right here, and this is my house. And what I've got fiber coming in to a router, and the router goes to our TV room, and that's where I am right now. And all of my computer equipment, that's just consumer grade. I don't have any commercial grade here at my house. In my workroom, I've got 2 or 3 switches, and I've got most of my GPS receivers over there in my workroom, and I've got those 2 pulse per second servers over there. It's all Cat 6 Ethernet, no wireless. They're all running Libre computers, ARM Cortex 53 or better. Libre computer. Libre, I use those P&Y cards. All the receivers are U-Blocks. I think I've got a page right here. Right? Let me show you. When I mention U-Blocks, this is what I'm talking about. U-Blocks right here. They're all running Debian, and the pulse per second ones, they're running Ubuntu. Let me show you my house. I just got a small 60 by 30 wood house. It's just a small house. But see, there's my fiber. Now my house is kind of oriented north-south right here. And so I've got my fibers coming into my router, and we're here in my TV room, and this is test 3. When you see my from test 3, that's what I'm talking about right there. It's right here in my TV room. I got a router, and then I got my switches. I got 3 switches over there in my workroom, and all my GPSs. They're all by a window. Now this test number 3, it is 9 feet away from a window, because I wanted to just see what kind of reception I could get inside my house. Now the other ones, they're by a window, and there's 3 windows in that room over there. So I kind of wanted to kind of show you my layout of my house. Yeah, test 3. Yeah. Now let me show you now. Now I did with test 3. I started out. I put it on the floor, 9 feet from the window. And I put some items on top of that test to see what happens if I block the signal. And then I moved the test up vertically 4 feet from the floor. The reason, I just wanted to see what this recorded results from a casual replacement. Now I did that in December. You can. Let me just kind of switch over here, right here. Right here. That's test 3 right here. And I put it on the floor. Now, to me, it looked kind of noisy. That's when it was on the floor. And there's where I put some items on top of that receiver. And then I moved it up, moved the receiver up off the floor. So let me just kind of show you what I'm talking about right here. Let me get back over there to my. I want to get back over to my my house right here. I got a tape measure. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See, I've got a tape measure, and I'm going to run my tape measure over there to the window. And let's see here. Yeah, so it's a little over 9. Can you see that right there? It's a little over 9 feet over there to the window. I'm on. All right, and then I picked my receiver off the floor. Let me show you now. It's about. Can you see that? It's a little over 4 feet off the floor. That's when the signal started clearing up, or well, it looks like similar to the other receivers that are just there by the window. So you can see right there from when I got it off the floor all the way to, and that was around January the 1st, 2025, and then for last 4 months, it looks similar to the receivers in the window. And that was, I was just curious. I just wanted to see what the reception was like. Let me get back down here to my notes. Let's see. Yeah, I just need 50 milliseconds. That's really my goal right there. And I think I've got those papers that I kind of reference right here, and it's on page 38 right there. There's that table for stock market time accuracy requirements, 50 milliseconds in the U.S., and there's some other requirements, but yeah, that's why. Well, kind of scroll up here a little bit. There's their rule there for 50 milliseconds right there. So synchronize their business clocks to within 50 milliseconds. And that's where that 50 milliseconds is coming from. I think the NIST, their web servers, get past, there it is right there, 50 milliseconds. There's a network thing, they said most users see 50 milliseconds on their servers. So that's where the 50 milliseconds comes from. Let's see now. There was that NIST page. Now, can you get NIST like time service on a isolated LAN with a consumer mouse, GPS mouse? Yes, I purchased a dozen of those U-Blocks receivers, and that's, yeah, the short answer is yes. Let's see, my digraphs. Yeah, let me just show you my digraphs right here. Oops, it's on this page. I put those pulse per second time servers here on this graph. I started my Adafruit one at the end of March, and just a few weeks ago I started that VFan receiver because I saw it had all the hardware included. So if I was going to recommend a pulse per second thing, I would be comfortable recommending that because it has all the hardware that you need, and it's just similar to the Adafruit pulse per second. Let's see now, where am I at? Let me show you this. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. With those U-Blocks receivers. Oops, hold on just a second. I need to pause this for a second. All right, let's see now. If I've got my Batman over here. Let me see if let me clear this right here. Oops. Let's see now. I forgot what I was going to do. I kind of got messed up right there. Let's just do the NTP. Let me get over there to it. Now this is test 3. So before we, without looking over here to see what the source is of those offsets, let me just show you this right now. I'm going to get over there. Yeah, if you didn't look over here, if you didn't look over here on that side right there and just kind of look at the offset there, if you can try to pick out which one of those is the is my GPS receiver, that mouse receiver, and it's actually this one right here, the one that's Frank. See right there, it's very similar. And see, I added several Stratum 1 NTP servers up here, and it's the offset. See, it's within the those Stratum 1 servers, and there's my pulse per second one right there. There's my pulse per second there. But anyway, I wanted to show you this. This is what I'm seeing with these receivers. Is yes, you can get NTP like Stratum 1 time servers. So let me just come over here. Yeah, let me show you that. Oops, I think that was wrong. That was wrong. It's this one right here. Let's see here now. I should have had this one already set up, but I don't. Is that it? Yeah. If we were to go down, this is that configuration file over there, and see, I added, there's the pulse per second time server, and then I added a Facebook time server, the Apple, and the NIST time server. And that's the pulse per second, and those were the three Stratum 1. See, Stratum 1 servers over there. So it compares pretty well over there with just to make sure now, I'm going, let me just show you now. I'm going, I can pick this thing up. So I'm just plugging the USB port into the USB 2 port. Then that's what I'm doing now. I'm not going through any of the headers up here. I'm not going through any of the UARTs, and that's what I'm talking about right here. I'm not going through a UART, and there's whatever receiver here that's in the mouse. That's what I'm using, and I'm using that, and the U-blocks. They're using that CDC ACM, what's that, the abstract communication something module, whatever. But that's what I'm talking about. So if I were to do the let me see, USB. So here's that U-blocks right here, and if we were to do the do a verbose on that U-blocks, and let me just show you what I'm kind of talking about right here. Is it the abstract? Let's see. See right there, CDC, ACM. That's what I'm talking about. See if I can get back to my notes. Let's see now. Chrony. Yeah, I did try Chrony. That was on my to-do list. I did try Chrony. It's running on the Adafruit and that VFan pulse per second. Yeah, now I'm not a subject matter expert on this. I'm just kind of puttering around. Yeah, the Adafruit, it was $30. The VFan was $20. Everything was included. The Libre Computer support page, I showed you that. If you wanted to try the pulse per second module. Let's see now. Yeah, Chrony. I did like Chrony. The default settings. Let's see here now if I can get the default settings right here. All of my the logs. It keeps the data. The data does not scroll off, but those that NTP Secure, they have that 8-day default window that's doing it, and your data scrolls off. And I don't like I don't really care for that. The time and date field are easy to graph. Yeah, oops, wrong. Let's see now if I can, I wonder if I got a quick, let's see. The date is the year, month, day, and the hours, minutes, and seconds. So it's easier to graph. Let's see. I think I've got another. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have it set up right here. I thought I had it set up, but anyway, let's go back to my notes. I need to hurry up here. I had no issues or problems with the default chrony settings. Now the NTP security, NTP security is in the name, and that default log setting is an 8-day window, and I want to see my GPS. Yeah, I want to see how my GPS is doing. And see, they'll only have an 8-day moving window, and it scrolls off your data. I'm still kind of bothered by that. But they won't do anything about it though. Let's see now. Let me get over here to my. I need to hurry up. I'm trying to hurry up. That's my rant there on the how-to, the GPS how-to. Let me see if I can scroll down here. Try to get to the digraphs. I need to show you my digraphs here. Yeah, I just need to show you my digraphs. That is the graphing package here that you see. And it's data free. We kind of went over that. I'm not going to go over that again. The networking, we'll go through that. Let's see now. This is what I've been doing for the last 5 months here, is looking at those GPS receivers. Now this is what I've got here. This is for the, now I'm in my TV room with my PC, and that's a browser. And dygraphs, it runs in the browser. It's a JavaScript. Now over there on my little single board computers, it's running a Python web server. I've got my AUK over there that I use for the CSV files, and they have those GPS receivers. So all of these Libre computers that I've got over there in my workroom, they've all got Python on them. They've all got the GPS receivers and AUK. Let's see, we're testing the graph. That's what those are. That's the shared memory model, and then the 3 sentences there, and then there's that pulse per second there. And it's all U blocks. Let's see, that's the. I've already showed the thing. Let's see now, JavaScript. Oh yeah, let me just show you what the digraphs kind of looks like. Now, if you don't like JavaScript or HTML, you probably will not like digraphs. So let me just show you the digraphs. Let's see if I've got that. This right here, that's our file that I'm looking at. And so it's just an HTML file loading those diagram, JavaScript and the cascading style sheets right there. Yeah, at work I used digraphs for about 10 years. Digraphs. I got a web page here. If you're interested in digraphs, they do have a web page, documentation. The digraphs is client side. My data, your data, it can come from a server. So I've got those CSV files over there on those Libre computers, and there's about 30 million observations in that in this graph right here. Now I've got two of those columns turned off right now, just to make you aware of that. I used Alt to merge those data files, and Alt uses associative arrays, so it's easy to merge on numbers, text, or date. Save your data. That's what I've got a cron job that I save my data. I gotta see if I can hurry up here. Yeah, this digraphs, I've highlighted the plus and minus 50 milliseconds, and I can zoom in. I'm going to zoom in right here to our, and I'm going to pause that while it zooms. All right, I've got my graph zoomed in. Oops, and you can see I've got my 50 milliseconds highlighted, plus and minus, and here I've got my that's where I started the Adafruit volts per second. You can see it's just right there on that line there, the zero line. And now the other thing there too, notice too that the this receiver, see that whenever you move your offset up, it's well within the plus or minus 50 milliseconds. And for my purpose, that's fine. I don't have anything that requires microsecond accuracy. Let me get back to my notes here. Let me show you these check boxes right here. These check boxes and these buttons, they are not part of digraphs. These are buttons that I see right here. These checkbox buttons, and I can check these buttons on and off. There's other buttons that I've got so I can zoom in, save a zoom, restore, and zoom out. So if I wanted to save this zoom right here, I'm just mashing my button right here, save zoom, and that saves my zoom. If I want to zoom back out, so let me just, I'm going to press that and pause the video while it, I got it zoomed back out, and if I want to zoom back in to that save zoom, I would mash that button. Let me see where my notes are right here. There's the check boxes. I can check all of them on, all those series on, or I can check all of them off. Let's see now. Save and restore. So let me just go to test 3 and test 7 to show you what I'm doing right here. I'm going to check all of them off, and then I'm going to check 3 and 7, and that's the receiver we'll be using, test 3. Check all of them off, and I'm going to pause this. All right, I've got all of them checked off, and I'm going to check on test 3 and test 7. And I'm going to pause. All right, I got Test 3 and test 7. Test 7 was that Adafruit pulse per second, and I can restore my zoom. That was that zoom that we were looking at. Let me see now. And see here, this is in December. I was just playing around with that receiver. I put it on the floor, and I noticed it was kind of noisy right there. And so, and also, let me kind of zoom in right here to these spikes right here. I'm going to zoom in. And that's what's nice about dygraphs. You can zoom in. It's interactive. And I'm going to zoom out wide just a little bit here. All right. That's where the receiver was on. It was on the floor, and what I did was I put some items on top of the receiver to block the signal, and that's what those are. I looked at it one day and I saw that, and then I decided to do that again, and that's what that is. Where I put some items on top of my receiver to block that signal. So all right, I'm going to restore my zoom. And there it falls back. And let me just kind of, so there I got it off the floor, and it looks much better right there. So let me just kind of zoom in over here to the end right here. Now you can see there's that the Adafruit. That's the Adafruit pulse per second right there. Now the test 3. That's the test 3 right here. Now see I mean it would perform well in a isolated network. And we can there's where you can highlight any area that you want to, and I just stopped the area highlighting right there, trying to show you that. We can zoom in even more, and this will kind of show you the let's see if we can zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, so there's the plus and minus 50 milliseconds, and there's that Adafruit pulse per second thing right there. That was just so that's the only reason I need a pulse per second time server, just to check check my other GPS receivers. But anyway, I wanted to show you that. And this is I'll be moving that test 3 receiver over to my. I'll be using that for my isolated network. Let me see if I can get back to my notes over here. I wonder where I'm at. That was test 3 and test 7. There's no Apache web server is needed. I'm still kind of baffled by that NTP, and I'll see if I can show you that quickly right here. If you just simulate that install for that NTP viz, it installs 82 packages. I'm just still baffled by this. It installs their software, then it installs a well, we need GNU plot, but Ghost script, all those fonts, image magic, and then it installs the Apache web server. See right there, 82 packages. I'm just still baffled by that. Oops, let me get back to my notes over here. Now let's see. Web server. Yeah, now for a web server, let me show you what I'm talking about, because I've got it over here running. If I do a ls, I've got the it's a Python file right there. Let me just see if I can go past it. Oh, there it is right here. It's just a Python file, and if you Google for Python core request handler, and it'll the Google it'll give you a test code, and you just copy and paste that server, and there's the port right there. I'm using 8080, and if I do that's my HTTP address. So if we oops, let me pull up that source file right here. It's this one right here. And this is a simple digraph file right here. The only thing I've got is just loading my JavaScript. I've got a graph division right there, loading the points right there, and that's about it. And that's a simple. And what I'm doing, see right here, it's loading that CSV file, and there's that IP address I just showed you right there. And there's the port number right there, and that's what that is. Let's show you that right there. See that there's the IP address, and there's the port number right there in that Python code. And just to run, let me clear this. And to run that Python server, you just type your Python, and there it is, serving that port. And if I were to go over here, of course I can refresh that file. Now if I turn that server off, is it this one? Yeah. Control C, it's in there, turns the server off, unloads the program. And so if I were to come over here to my browser, there, and see there's the connection is lost to the server. And if I wanted to close this, close my window, there, I closed everything out. And so there's no need for an Apache web server. I'm just baffled. Control C stops that little Python 3 web server. I'm serving those CSV files. Let me just show you those. I'm in this directory where I merged those files. Let me just show you. Oops. I merged my test files right there, and I wrote a little awk program to merge 3. It's just a little small program, awk program to merge those files, CSV files. Let's see. Anything else here? I think that's okay. That's about it. Yeah, let me just kind of stop, pause. All right, here's my sketch of my local network with my fiber coming in. So I've got that's connected to the internet. I want to. So we're here in my room right here, and I want to use that test 3 as a time server for an isolated network. Let's see here now. Yeah, this is kind of what we're doing. Okay, I've got my time server ready, and I've got me an isolated. I've got an isolated router. We'll hook this up to my time server, and I've got another tritium that I'll use to an alta that I'll use to use to manage the router from the router management page. Let's see here now. And there's several ways to do that. Now I'm going to, for that cootie, I'm going to get the router from that time server. And so this is what I'll do. I'll just hook up the tritium to that router, and for one of these devices, I'll use that to manage my my router. Now I have in the past used Netgear. I have a TP-Link router that I had for 6 years. I think it's still going as a time server, and I've got Cootie. I've been kind of using Cootie for the last few years. Now these are all consumer grade routers. I'm retired. I'm a poor retiree. I don't have any money. Well, not very much anyway. So this is what we'll do. We'll connect the wireless router, the Alta that I use to set up to configure that router. We need a MAC address for that server, and we'll put reserve an address. I usually use the 200s for my reserved addresses. Then we'll need to edit that file on the server. Let's see. Then on those clients, I'll show you. We need to edit that the time sync server there. We'll power off, make sure everything is running. Now I'm just going to do I'll just do the demonstrate what I've got here, and we'll just leave it as a exercise for the reader, the exercise for the viewer to do Microsoft or BSD or whatever client you have. Let me pause the video and I'll try to get it set up. All right, I think I'm ready to set this up. Let me just show you now. I've got an isolated router. Oops. Got an isolated router, and I will hook my time server and the Alta up to the Ethernet ports here. Let me see if I can figure that out right here. I need to just let me pause the video while I get all these wires. All right, let me just check the time. Let's see. This is our server. We should be able to do a date, and we have the correct date there on our time server. And I'm going to disconnect, log out, and I should be ready to move that. Move my time server over here to my router. All right, this is what we're doing. Qt router. Let's see now. All right, I'm going to see if I can remember where the wires are. And let's see, this one. Oops. Okay, I've got my Ethernet for my time server. Here's my time server. My little it's kind of buried in all of this right here. That's my Tritium time server with the mouse right here. I'm going to move that Ethernet over here. So here's my router. See if I can plug that in to my, and I've got my Alta. Let's see now. I'm going to use that to manage my router. I'm going to plug that in. All right, see, this is an isolated router. I don't have, there's the thing for the wide area thing, so I don't have anything except for those two computers here on this on that router. Let's see now. I need to let me see if I can get over there to my. Well, let me scroll down here just a little. Did I? Let me see if I can get over there to that router. I'm going over there to that desktop here. Oops, I got to get my I've got 3 keyboards over here. Got to get the right keyboard. Let's see now. And let's see if we can go over there to that. This is a browser, and I'm just going to see if I can get over there to that Qt browser over here to manage that. Let's see if I can remember that password. Hold on just a second, I forgot the password. I think I got the password. Let's see now. Yeah, here's what we're doing. Now we're at the managing that that browser. Let me see here now if I can remember where all these settings were. Let's see now. I need to look at the LAN. This is what I'm doing right here. Oh, let me just show you this right here while I'm on this. This is what we're doing. I just connected the Alta. That's what I'm using to manage the router. My time server is headless, but I do have I can shell over there into it, secure shell, and I'm using that web browser to configure the router. So now we need to. Oops, I'm on the wrong keyboard here. Yeah, and we need a MAC address, and the reason is that those IP addresses, they can kind of move around if you're if the power goes out, and I want a reserved IP MAC address, and that's what I'm looking for right here. That's what the and I believe that's on my LAN. Is everything? Do I see my? I see. I think it may have. Hold on just a second. Let me figure out where that menu is. All right, I kind of got. I kind of forgot what I was doing. We got to look at the devices here to find out which devices, which is which. Wired. I want to see there's two devices there, but I'm not really sure which one is which. So let me get a terminal IP. Oh, okay, and this one should be 150. That's my. If I go over here, okay, that's 150. That's the computer I'm managing the router with, and then this one is the time server. So let me see now. I need to get the MAC address. There's the MAC address, right? See, it says IP MAC address, and there's the MAC address. I'm going to, oops, see if I can copy that MAC address. Oops. Copy. Oops. Oops. Not all of it. Let me see if I can. Oops. Let me go the other way. Yeah. And I'll copy that. Copy. Oops. Oops. Copy. I think I got it. We'll see. And let me get back over to my advanced settings. Advanced settings. And let's see. It should have an IP. Let's see. It should have an IP. IP MAC binding. That's what we want to do right there. Add IP address. No, that's not it. That's not what we want to do. Hold on. Let's see now. Let's see. Let me pause this. I forgot what my IP address I was going to assign. Let's see if can I paste it here. Let me get back. I got to get back over there and. It did not. Let's see here. Where was I? Devices. And I think I just Control C. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I mash Control-C. And let's get back over there to my IP macro binding. Add. Let's see, where's my paste at? I thought I should be able to. Do I need to? I'm on the 10. Let me see here now. Do I need to? Yeah, 200. That's why I'm. Let's see. I should be able to paste. I wonder where my paste button is. Hold on a second. Oh, I've done so many of these things I forgot. Let me go to the devices. Devices. And we know that our we know our MAC address for the for our Alta is this one. I could just go over there, but this one is the our time server address, or MAC address, and we want to use that one. Let's see now if I can get back over here to my MAC binding, add. I forgot. So this is where I'm getting these numbers from. 192, 168, 192, 168, and I believe it's 10. Oops, 10. And I want that to be 200. And the MAC address, see this one right here, because we know this one, 150 is the is my Alta, and that's my time server. I wonder if I can put a time server. In there. And save. And let's see now. I think we should be able to go over there. Let me see if I have to restart it. Let's see. Secure shell to Batman at 192.168. Oops. 68.10, 200. Let's see, I'll go over there. I may have to restart. Let me restart this again, and I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back. I'm gonna turn my router off and turn it back on to get that IP address over there. Let me pause the thing while it's coming back up. I'll pause my video. All right, let's see if that worked. I may have to log in again. Is it up yet? It may not be up. All right, it just came back up. I'm going to log in again to my router. let's see if I, 200, see right there? That's that time server, 200. So now we should be able to go over there and secure shell. I got the key in it. Keygen. Yeah, I've done this before, so all right, now let's clear it. And that's what I did to clear those keys. And now we should be able to log in. And this is our headless time server. And we should be able to do the date. Yeah, there's our date. And let me just show you. Let me get back over there to my notes. Okay, so we got our reserved our IP MAC address. Oops, I'm on the wrong keyboard. I got to get over here to my other keyboard. You do the assign the IP address, time server, enter the static QD. And now let's see, on our time server, we need to edit that file, our NTP config file, and save a copy. We need to save a copy before we do anything. Oops, wrong keyboard. Need to comment out that, need to comment out the pools, and I'm going to add this, except that's got to be a 10 right there for the mask. So let me show you what I'm doing right here. Now let me get back over there to my okay. This is our isolated network, and we need to get back over there to the ETC, to the NTP secure. Now before we do anything, we need to make a copy of that. I always make a copy of that NTP config file. Let's see here now. Sudo copy NTP config to NTP. Oops. And I'm going to put the date right here, 2025-04-29. Okay, now so I've got my copy of that config file, and I'm going to use my text editor. And let me see if I can toggle that palette. Okay. Yeah, so we need to, I'm going to keep logging the files, logging the statistics. See right here, we need to let's see, here it is right here. We need to comment out this right here. And comment. And I'll put my initials and date. 2025-429. Out for a local server. All right, so that's got that one. Now these were the, so I switched it over to my local network, so I'm going to comment out all of this right here. Put my initials and the date. I'm going to comment out all these servers that I added. I added these servers, so I'll comment those out. And I'll just copy this line right here. All right. And we need to go back here. This is that restrict thing that I was talking about. Let me get back over there. Let me show you that right there. It's this right here, restrict 192.168. And this, we'll have a 10 right here. This is our sub LAN right there, subnet, and mask. So let's just go over there. Let me see if I can try to remember. I need to put my initials and date over there. You can see I've already done it one time, testing it back in March. Restrict. Will be 192.168.10. Was it 0? I think. Mask. 255. 255 and 0. Did I do that right? Yeah. And that will let our devices on our local network use the time server. I'm going to get back over there to my Alta. Well, oh man, don't tell me I just lost my, did I just lose my, hold on just a minute, let me see if I can get my, I lost my signal, but I think I'm back now. I added that restrict so I can access my local devices on this server. And then the only thing left to do now is the fudge time. Let me just kind of show you. That's over there. Let me get back over here to my PC right here. Oops, I'm on the wrong keyboard. That might be why I lost my signal. I might be using the wrong keyboard. Let's see. I need, oops, hold on. I got to swap my keyboard over. I've got 3 keyboards and mice. Okay, let's see. I'm going to, there's that file that I use to calculate the offset. Oops, I guess I could just double click it. And I want to kind of show you where I got those numbers from. Oh man, now it's got, hold on, let's updating the installation. Hold on, I'm gonna pause it. All right, I think it's coming up. I tried it this morning and you know, everything worked. So now that I'm making a video, it's going to be slow. Okay, and let's blow it up. Now this is the spreadsheet I used. I've got about a week of data up here, and there's my summary statistics. And I'm going to, oh, here's the, I've got a thing over here for my offset. There's my observed data, and then my offset. So I want to, I'm going to copy the median, copy, and I'm going to paste as a number, paste special as a number. And it should move my offset down, and that's the wrong way right there. That's a negative number. Now, if I change the sign on that to a positive, oops, let me get up here and change the sign. And so when we change the sign, it adds it to, yeah, since that's a negative number right there, we added a positive to get it to 0. And that's where that's coming from. Let me switch over there. See that right there, that 657. Oh, I got to get my keyboard. Move my keyboard down. Oops. And that's that number right there. That's where it's coming from. Now, I adjusted it even more. So that's, now you don't have to use an offset at all. You can leave it at 0 if you wanted to. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And so I'm going to save this file. So we should be ready for our, we should have our time server set up. And I'll get back to my notes. Oops, I'm on the wrong keyboard. I got to move my keyboard over. Yeah, I got 3 keyboards here. Yeah, okay, we got our time server set up, and now we need to set up the client, and we need to go to this file right here, etc and system D time sync, and that's going to we need to save a copy of that file, and what we'll do is add that the IP address to our local time server, and then when we get everything ready, we'll turn everything off and then see if we have a right. Oops, I forgot. Well, it's already an hour and a half long here. I'll just do this kind of quickly right here. Let me get over there and I'm not going to have time to do everything I was wanting to do. Let me move my keyboard back over there. Oops, now I'm back over here on my client. And it was in System D, I believe. Yeah, there it is right there. System D. And there's our file here that we need to, yeah, let me just do the date right here. We are correct on the date. That is correct. Huh. It's already got the correct time on there for our time server. We need to copy. Well, that's sync compute to time. And I'm going to put the date on there as 20250429. And edit that file. Oops, I don't see where's my, okay, there it is. This one right here. And let me change the palette. And it's the fallback right here. There's that long string right there. I'm going to change that to, and I've got to, hold on a second, I got to pause this. All right, let me see if I can remember that address. 192, oops, 192.168.10. 200, and I should be able to save that, and I should be able to let's see, it says March, let me see the date. Oh, I'm on the Batman. Damn, oops. I messed up. Let me, because look up here. That's March. I was editing my time server. I got the. Let me. I'm going to get my original file back. Hold on, I messed up. All right, I'm going to get my original file back. Okay. Did I get it back? Let me see now. Hold on. Okay, I got my original file back. I'm on the, I forgot, I got ahead of myself. I'm on the time server. So let's just log out of here. Now we're back on the Alta. This is our, so if we do a date, now there we go. because I remembered setting the time for the altar back to March, so I would know that I'm on my change directory to System D, so I would know I'm on my client. Yeah, there we go. There's copy. Time sync. The time sync dot 2025 0429. All right, now I should be able to edit that file. And I'm going to toggle my palette. So here's our fallback. .192.168.10.200. I should be able to save that. All right, and I'm going to, can I reboot this? Let's see, maybe it's over, is it over here? No, it's on the, it's on our button right here. Here it is. Restart. And let's see if we get the right time from our server. I probably should have paused the video while it's going up. Oh, you can already see the date up there. It is correct. And oops, I was going to get a terminal here. Date, and there's our date. So it's taken. I went over this before, so I thought I'd remember everything, but I didn't. It took a little longer to get everything set up than I thought. But anyway, that's the process that I use to get the time server on a local area network. That's the client. Really, while we're here, let's just I should be able to secure a shell over there to our time server. Yeah, there we go. So it that's how I set up my local time servers. So thank you. Oops, let me get over there to my notes, and I think that's. There, I had some other things that I wanted to show you, but this video is already an hour and a half long. We'll just call it. We'll call it done. Oops. I've got my keyboard. Let me move my keyboard back. Yeah, I rebooted, and we do have a time server. I was going to put a that server on the point that router to the server, but well, we'll leave everything else as an exercise for the viewer. So thank you for watching. I did not get everything done that I wanted to in this video. I did go over it before, and I did not realize it was going to take this long. But I've got some more videos planned around this subject. So if I want to come back and revisit some of these, we can do that. But anyway, that's thank you for watching, and we'll try to get some more videos out.